Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show how you can import an Excel spreadsheet data into a SharePoint list, how you can create a SharePoint list from an Excel spreadsheet. So imagine you have a scenario where you have data in Excel. In my case, this is a list of clients. So their first name, last name, gender, which country they belong to, their age, the date when they get registered with us, and the client unique ID. Now this information I'm going to put into a SharePoint list. So I will be uploading this list from Excel into SharePoint. So I will create a brand new SharePoint list using the import app from SharePoint, which will create this list in SharePoint. Before I jump into that, I just want to tell you a few things. So one thing is that every column by default, when you import a list from Excel into SharePoint, it will be created as a text field, unless it's a number column. So for example, this date column will be created as a text field. Now to make sure that you want to retain this as a date column, we'll make that change later on into the site setting. But one thing I want to show you, if you right click on this column, format cell, I've selected the date and I'll make it locale to UK date and time. Now you need to make sure that this setting is same as the setting on the SharePoint site regional settings, because if it's not, then when you will try to convert a single line text column to date column, you will lose this data in SharePoint list if the locale of the date type is not same. So if I go to SharePoint site, for example, from the site setting button, I'll go to site content, and then you will see a link to site settings. So in this case, it's taking some time to load. Site setting button, and under site administration you will see this regional settings. If I click on that, I'll make sure that the time zone and locale is set to whatever date and time type I will be uploading the Excel file from. So in this case it's UK on both, so that's looking good. Do OK. Now again, from the setting button I go to site content, where all the content of the SharePoint site reside. So you can see all the libraries which are already created are listed here. Now I will click on new, click on app, and then I need to search for import word. So if I type import and hit search, now this is the import spreadsheet app which is available with SharePoint. This import spreadsheet app which is available with SharePoint. So I will just click on this app. This will open up a form where you can provide the information about the list you're going to create. So I will just say clients list, and from the location I will just go browse, and this is the Excel sheet which I had opened it, so I just make sure that I close that before you import it. So I'll just say I don't want to save any changes because I've already made all the changes. So select that list, sorry, Excel spreadsheet, open, and now you can see the file location is set. So I click on import. What this will do is this will open up this dialog with this Excel spreadsheet. So from the range type I need to select range of cells, and then from select range I will come here and click on this minus button, and then now it is giving me opportunity to select which columns and how many rows you want to import. So I'll start with the header, so I will select all the columns, and then I'll come down and select all the rows. So select that, and once you have selected everything, it will change it here as well. So we'll click enter. So now you can see that from sheet 1, from column A to G, and from row 1 to 100, I'm going to import. So first one is header, so I will be importing 100 rows. So if I click on import, now what this will do is this will create a list in SharePoint using this data, and using the header it will create all those columns in the SharePoint list. Now you can see that it had created a SharePoint list. So you can see first name, last name, gender, country, age, date register, and client unique ID. Now if I go to the list setting, and I will see what type of columns they are. So to do that, I'll go to click setting button and go to list settings. And if I see here, first name, last name are single line, gender single line, country, age, date register, they all single line apart from age. Age is a number, and the client unique ID is a number. Gender, we might want to change that. So if I click on gender, so it will open this form. So genders are mostly going to be like female or male. So if I click on a choice rather than single line, it will fetch the information from the list and give me all the choices which are there for all the records inserted. So it's a female and male. These are two choices. So just say click OK. So gender is a choice now. And if I go to country again, so country is should be choice column rather than a single line entry. So again, if I click the choice option here, you can see there are only 3 countries for this 100 records I've updated. So it just gives me 3 options. And if I just say OK, so country is done. Age is already number. We don't need to change the age data type, and same for the client unique ID. The last thing we need to change is the date registered. Is a single line of text. If I click on that, if I change this to date and time, it will reload the form, and hopefully you will see all the date and time formatting types and stuff. So I will just leave it standard. If I click OK, now you'll see this basically warning message saying that changing the type of this column may result in a loss of data. Are you sure that you want to change this column from single line of text to date and time? So this is where I was saying that it's important to have this column formatting same as the original setting formatting for the site. If they're not same, then when you say OK, it will actually change the column into date and time, but you will lose all the data for the date and time column. So if I say OK here, and it's just doing the update, and it's changed to date and time column now, you can see here. And now if I go back to the client list, and you can see that all this information for the date register is still persisted, so we haven't lost any information there. Now if I go and create a new record, for example, I'll just click on create new record. Now you can see that the first name and last name are single line text. Gender is a choice column, and the country choice as well. And you can see that this is a number column, and date register is a date column. Once you migrated all your Excel into SharePoint list, you should be making sure that all the list data types are updated, and if there is any requirement of making this few of these column mandatory, you can do so as well after you do the import from the column settings as well. I hope you like the video, and please go ahead and subscribe my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming video. I'm planning to post a couple of videos every week, Thank you very much for watching.